cool. I get all that now. Should we dive into maybe how to get into this, how to get started?
Yeah, sure. So let me think of the best way to put this for, I guess this is for people who've never tried or don't really know how to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we can just use me as an example. Like I've never tried to do it.
Okay.
I'm really just learning about it. Yeah, how could someone like me get started?
Okay. So I would say the foundation is dream recall. So being able to consistently remember dreams every morning, uh, ideally, right? At
Mhm.
least between 1 and 5 dreams every morning. You can wake up and you can just write them down. You remember the detail, and part of that comes from just trying to do it. Literally, just setting the intention. So, like every morning, instead of checking your phone, you actually your first focus is what did I just dream about, and just literally sit with it for 5 minutes, even if you can't remember anything at the beginning, because when people first try and do it, they won't be able to remember any of their dreams and they'll kind of get discouraged. But if you just say, right, no matter what happens, as soon as I wake up, 5 minutes of my morning, first thing, I'm going to try and remember my dreams, even if you can't remember them at all.
Mhm.
Anyway, so then you go about writing your dreams down. And what you're doing is you're looking for recurring patterns or signs, things you regularly dream about. So maybe it's like a green car, or you're in a certain location or something. And then you can start to try and inject your awareness into those dream scenes. So you can tell yourself, the next time I see a green car, I will realize I'm dreaming. And you kind of set yourself up with this. It's called prospective memory, the ability to remember something in the future. So you'll tell yourself, when I next see a green car, I will remember I'm dreaming and become lucid. And the idea is, if that intention is strong enough, it will actually happen. And then, so that's kind of the foundation: your dream recall, writing dreams down every morning, and recognizing the dream signs, like the recurring patterns and whatever it is, people, locations.
Mhm.
And then
Well,
on
just real
top
quick,
of,
Steph, I'm sorry.
yeah, sure.
A question. When you kind of identify those like recurring dreams that you have, so you just kind of in your conscious mind, maybe before go to bed or something, you just are sort of telling yourself that if I see that green car, then I should know that it's a dream. Is that how it works?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You, depending on how much effort you want to put into it, you can also combine that with affirmations throughout the day. So you can, like, let's say 5 to 10 times throughout the day, you can read out a list of statements you want to be true, like I can lucid dream, I will be lucid when I next see the green car, I can
Mhm.
control my dreams. And and they can be done also as you're going to sleep as well, like just before you need to sleep, so you can set your intention.
Mhm.
But they should really be done regularly throughout the day.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So you do those, the affirmations, you set the intention, and then on top of that, you layer on what's called reality checks. So a reality check is where you test whether you're dreaming or you're awake. And the idea is that you're going to do this test in your dream, and it's going to make you lucid. It's going to trigger the lucid dream.
Okay. This sounds like
Because,
Inception now.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like the totems, right? In Inception, they have
Yeah.
a unique item. He knows if he spins the spinning top and it keeps spinning, he's dreaming, or at least he's in his dream.
Yeah.
Kind of similar, but in this case, there's only one person's dream, and that's yours. And you're just trying to work out if you're awake or dreaming. So what you do, I'll just show you my favorite reality check, and that is to take one hand and then try and push the finger of your other hand through your palm. And as you do this, obviously in waking life, it's always exactly the same strength of resistance. Your finger never goes through unless you're like insanely strong or something.
Right.
And you know for a fact that the finger's not going to go through. So, okay, I'm awake. But if you do that in a dream, the finger will actually go through. And then at that point, you'll be able to say, oh, so I must be dreaming then, because it would only go through in a dream. Does
Oh,
that make
okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Um, so that's why it's called a reality test, because the result that you're looking for, so the finger going through the palm, can only happen if you're dreaming. So what you do is throughout the day, you would regularly do these checks. So you would say, you know, you can either set an alarm on your phone to remind you to do it, or you can just do it every time you walk through a certain doorway or whatever it is. you can just say, am I dreaming right now? And you really look around and really ask yourself the question. Don't assume you know the answer. Really, as if you're trying to catch yourself out and test whether you are actually dreaming right now. Even though, of course, you know you're not. But how do you know you're not? How do you really know you're not dreaming right now? And you need to test it. So you do the test, you ask yourself, am I dreaming? And you kind of look around and just really be mindful of what you're seeing, like the details. Does everything make sense? Where were you 10 minutes ago? You know, how did you get here? That's a reality check. And I could go into lots of detail on that, but that's the basics of it. And you would do that between 5 and 10 times a day, ideally more. Very quick few bonus tips on that. You want to do it first thing when you wake up, because then you're going to catch all of the false awakenings out. Which is where you dream about waking up and then you're snapped back into the bed and you wake up again. You also want to do it every time you experience something strange or unusual. This is really important, actually. Let's say if you're walking through town and you see like an alligator mascot or something you don't see every day, that would be a perfect time to do a reality check, because you're much more likely to dream about unusual things. So it's very likely that you would then that night dream about that alligator. And then the next thing directly after that is you did a reality check. So you would probably dream about that too, and then become lucid.
Oh, okay, I see. So is the idea that doing these reality checks, in real life throughout your day, where you know that you're in real life, but the idea being that then you're kind of training your mind to then in your dream do the same thing, so that once you do the hand thing and it goes through, then that's the realization point where you become lucid?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. And you don't always need reality checks.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Not always. Sometimes if your intention is strong enough, you'll just become lucid, I guess you could say mentally, just without needing to test it. But then you should always test it after that, just to like kind of back it up. Just make sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, you could lose lucidity, you could lose focus, wake up. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. This is my dog, Murphy, and these are dog treats. Now I'll give Murphy one of these dog treats, and all you have to do is press the like button. Just press that little like button right down there at the bottom of this video, and this sweet, adorable, cute little puppy gets a treat. All thanks to you. Alright, you did it? Okay, I believe you if you said you did it. There you go, Murph. She got that treat because of you. Now, I'll eat one of these treats, and all you have to do is click that subscribe button right there, pointing to it. Just click that subscribe button, subscribe to Curiosityness with me, Travis DeRose. Get lots of good video, and I'll eat this treat. All right, you did that too? That's not very good. Bro, not very good.